So I'm in downtown Astana, and I'm going to do a little bit of a tour around here today. I'm here for a few days. We're going to check out down by the river. We'll see the great monument of the great Queen Thomas. Now, this is going to be a short video. I'll just show you a few of the sites, and then for those people that are hardcore, I'm going to upload a much longer video that shows the entire of the Museum of the Armed Forces of the Republic of Kazakhstan, because it's going to be long. I hope you enjoy and hang in there. Astana is about 51 degrees latitude, so it's a little cooler here than what I've been used to recently. It's about the same latitude as around where I grew up in Western Canada. So in the summer right now, it's late June. It's about 27, 28 degrees as a high during the day. They can cool down to about 12 or 13 degrees at night, which is really nice for sleeping. So this is the Ishil, known as the Isim River in downtown Astana. Okay, I'm in Ataturk Park. Ataturk is considered to be the modern father of the Republic of Turkey, established in around 1922-23, post-World War I. So it's interesting, the connections between Kazakhstan and Turkey, similar language, similar culture, and even the same people. Isn't that interesting? This is the Ishim Reka. Reka means river. Looks like they're putting in a brand new walkway, bicycle path along the river here right now as we speak. So I bet you if you came here next year, this is all finished. Now, also behind me is the main park, Ataturk Park. And right in front of me is the statue to Ataturk. So Ataturk, of course, is the modern father of modern Turkey, since 1922, 1923. I did a previous video on him when I was in Ankara, the capital city of Turkey, talking about the old fortress in Ankara where he was held up when the First World War attacks kept happening after the so-called end of the First World War. So there's significant historical ties between the Kazakh people and the Turkish people. So I guess combined you'd call it Ottoman. There's cultural ties, religious ties, social ties, obviously people ties. The leaders are respected back and forth, and talking to the local people, they pretty much acknowledge that about 3/4 of their language is common, of the Kazakh language with the Turkish language, even though both languages have been altered subsequently since probably 1923. But this is the statue of Ataturk in Ataturk Park in downtown Astana. It's interesting how they acknowledge him as a great leader here as well, in Kazakhstan as well as they do in Turkey. It makes me think that the two countries were connected at one time and subsequently were broken apart, but we've forgotten about that somehow, because history is so quickly forgotten. Hey, I just came across Beck, this very interesting fellow who speaks excellent English, pardon me, down here at the Ishim River, right?
That's correct.
Ishim Reka. And I was just asking him about the Ataturk statue. And why is it that the people in Kazakhstan here appreciate Ataturk, the father of modern Turkey, so much? So I asked him if he would explain this to us on a video, because we should know the history with respect to how it's thought of from the Kazakh people. So let me know, what's going on here with Ataturk here?
Well, again, as I said before we started shooting the video, it's just my thought, how I think about it. To be honest, the Turkey was very helpful for our country, for Kazakhstan, at the early beginning of our independence. They were first to acknowledge it, and they put a lot of funds in our country. So my take on this memorial for Ataturk, and this whole park is also called Ataturk, is probably something like a collaboration between our countries, like a thank you to them.
Okay, well, that's interesting. So Ataturk was the father of modern Turkey in around 1822, 1823. The modern Kazakhstan got its independence from the Soviet Union, I understand, around 1992. So if Turkey was the first country to acknowledge Kazakhstan independence, why would they acknowledge Ataturk?
Again, that's probably a cultural thing. Ataturk is revered in Turkey, so we, out of respect for the culture, put a memorial to him.
Because he's the father of Turkey. Do you think there's any historical connection, maybe that goes back farther, between Kazakhstan and Turkey?
I would guess so, but that is the wrong question to ask me, actually.
Okay,
I'm not so much of a historian myself.
Interesting. So you don't hear about any of that in the history that you learn here?
No.
The old so-called Ottoman Empire and how far it went and whether Kazakhstan and Turkey were connected at one time?
There definitely will be some connection dots. But again, it's considered what source you're taking that information from. So maybe there will be some cons, maybe there will be some pros about this connection. I'm not sure.
Okay. Thanks very much, Rebecca. I really appreciate your input. It's been very helpful.
Yeah.
Cheers.
You're welcome.
Yunus Emre, also known as Dervish Emre, is a famous Turkish poet. He's also celebrated in Turkey, and there's also a statue of him in Karaman City, where I've done a previous video on, but I didn't see his statue there. Interesting, the historical connection here and how well he's regarded in Kazakhstan, specifically Astana. There's also a Yunus Emre Institute of Learning in Astana, Kazakhstan. The famous Turkish poet from the Anadolu, which is the Anatolia region, Karaman province area in Turkey. Beautiful park here, Ataturk Park. Lots of nice places to chill out and relax here. Okay, now here's an amazing story for you. This is the Zer Ana Monument in downtown Astana. It's across from the military museum and close to the river. Zer Ana means Mother of Earth. This is Queen Tomness. Queen Tomness is standing on a giant bull in this sculpture on a huge pedestal. It is impressive. She has outstanding arms, and she's guarded on either side by two leopards that have a great sword in their mouths. Now, the story is she's known for her great bravery and leadership and became a great queen in around 530 BC. The story is she was married to Rustam, who is the prince of Tegrahad at the time. Rustam was killed in a battle by King Cyrus. King Cyrus was known to be some great king that conquered a bunch of countries in the area. He was called the Lord of Asia at the time. So Cyrus apparently sent an ambassador to her, to Tomness. I assume she was a princess at the time, and offered to marry her to join the two nations in one state. And she said no way and refused. So Cyrus came to probably defeat the rest of them. And this woman, Tomness, with a bunch of other women from the Saka people, went onto the battlefield to greet him. Apparently, his Persian army was very surprised by this, and she went on and defeated them and ended up beheading Cyrus and putting his head into a leather bag, filled it with blood,
and said to everybody, look, if you want blood, drink this. So that's the story of Queen Tomras. Sounds like she was an amazing woman. She's well known among the population here in the Kazakh history. She's known for great courage, known for bravery and leadership. She subsequently became the great queen. She united all the Sax people under her management and formed one of the first states in the territory of what is modern Kazakhstan. Queen Tomras, around 530 BC, the Tsar Anna Monument, the Mother of Earth. So right now I'm at the Nur-Astana Mesheti, which is the Nur-Astana Mosque. It's a huge mosque. It's the third largest mosque in Central Asia. It is an impressive piece of architecture. So there's the museum there. We're gonna go down the stairs and go check it out.